Welcome back to Finn versus History. It's time for another urgent academic discussion. This time, Horatio Gould joins me to unpack the Third Crusade. Horatio Gould.
Charge!
Okay, I was listening to Melvin Bragg on the way in, and he really doesn't fuck about with the intro.
No, he doesn't.
He's fuck it. Right, you now, speak now,
and
quickly.
I love it when he's getting someone an expert to talk about it. He'll correct them. Yeah, but when you say this, though, because what I would do... You know, he's always like, just let me drive. Yeah. He backseat drives while he has experts on.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. His wife must have a horrible time in the car.
I cannot imagine.
Melvin Bragg's wife trying to park. Come on.
I mean, you married a man called Melvin, so...
Bring it back.
Melvin. Bragg. Come on, Melvin Bragg.
Today we're talking about the Third Crusade. We are picking up a series that we begun right at the start of this podcast, one of my most uncomfortable coal plunges.
Now, seeing as we've gone through a lot of history since, do you feel you'd revisit it with more relish now?
The First Crusade?
Yeah.
No.
Still?
Listen, we've had a lot of fun recently.
Sure.
Idi Amin, hunger strikes, Battle of Britain. But, you can't just live off of steak.
It's true.
Look what's happened to Jordan Peterson.
Exactly.
Where is he? Supposedly he's dying somewhere. He's struggling because he's not eating enough greens.
Yes. You got to have the yin and the yang.
Yes.
You know, it's got to be some balance and harmony in the universe.
Mix some spinach in with your eggs. Yeah. You know, give your piles a chance. Give piles a chance.
You can't just have the uncle coming over. The aunt needs to come as well.
Yes.
You can't, an uncle on his own, dangerous.
Very dangerous.
He needs an aunt.
Yes. Without an aunt there, he will molest you. He doesn't. Not because he's a pervert. He doesn't know what to do.
He doesn't know what to do. He's bad at small talk.
Oh, okay, come here then. Oh, sorry. I don't know what to do.
So this is aunt history.
Aunt history for the aunts.
Sort of though, but this is surely Lionheart, Crusades. Long Road to 9/11. Yeah. Muzzies versus Crizzos.
And it's live!
Come on, surely this is like...
This one does fire me up a bit more. I think of all the Crusades, this is the most cinematic. This has characters.
Right.
Lionheart versus Saladin. Yeah. It feels like...
There's a chivalry going on there. There's a lot of homoerotic tension, which I love.
Yes, I know you do. So we're into the Crusades. This is the long road. Well, it's complete end-to-end history. This region, the Middle East. It's still not settled.
It's crackling constantly. It's never chilled out once.
No.
To be honest, this is one of the most relaxed it's ever been at the moment.
The Third Crusade?
No, currently.
Oh, currently?
Currently the Middle East is as chilled as it's ever been.
It's a fucking picnic currently. The Middle East.
Yeah, I'm finding it discerning how quiet the Middle East is at the moment.
There are people living in Gaza being like, bloody hell, we'll look back on these days. Halcyon days. What a time to be Gazan. You know, when there's just one enemy. Yeah,
and don't make too much of a noise or else they'll realise how quiet it's been.
Yeah, just enjoy it silently. We're in the where are we in the end of the 12th century? Is that where we are? And let's just have a little recap of the start. So the First Crusade, which we dealt with
the beginning,
100 episodes ago.
Starting gun fired between the Muzzies and the Crizzos.
Yeah. Now, what's funny is at this point, obviously, the First Crusade begins in the 11th century. Islam is but 300, 400 years old.
But it's probably the most it's probably
which probably doesn't get talked about. You were going to say explosive there, weren't you?
Yeah,
and you ducked.
No, I didn't actually duck. No. I was going to double down on explosive. Yeah. They've suicide bombed their way out of the gate. Yeah. No, but what people don't talk about with Islam is it's basically the quickest growing empire of all time as a land conquest. It started in the 600s with Muhammad, who was himself a military commander. Yes. And it just exploded. So this has all happened in 300 years, but it's there's probably nothing quite like it, maybe apart from the Mongols, basically. But
you have this very rapid growth. So you have the Big Bang, and then you have the Second Bang, which is the start of Islam. Yeah. And then what's funny to me is that the Christians in the sort of 800s, 900s would be looking at Islam the way that we look at Mormonism. Yeah. In that it's a new religion. And it's ridiculous. Yeah. What do you mean? You can't just invent a religion.
This is like hippie dippy bollocks.
Yeah. Yes. Could you say Islam's hippie dippy bollocks?
Not now.
Not
but
nowadays.
Then.
No.
One thing I do respect about Muslims, though, they never, ever duck a fight, do they? If they ever think no matter what the odds are, no matter what they've got, they never ever miss a chance.
Come on then. Yeah. No. They clap back. And so the First Crusade, this was when Pope Urban, one of the many characters who, oh shit, man. He called for a crusade, not Bo Burnham, Charlie, Pope Urban II. Pope Urban II. He called for a crusade at 1095 because I believe it was the Seljuk Turks had taken...
My friend.
They had taken Jerusalem.
They'd filled Jerusalem with chili and garlic sauce.
Yeah, and they hated it. The Chrissies could not take it.
Yeah. Basically, the growing Muslim empire was now infringing on the Christian Holy Lands.
Yes.
And so they had to unify as a Christian force.
Palestine was Christian for 600 years.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Yeah.
So when people are like, oh, they've been there for that, well, who was there for, everywhere's been somewhere before the current iteration.
Right.
So
anyone can
when I say free Palestine, I mean make it Christian again.
Yeah.
I mean all the way back.
Make Palestine Christian again.
Make Palestine Christian again. You have the People's Crusade, which is the funny one. That is the funniest bit. That's where...
Homeless guy just says, let's go fucking early.
It's a stag.
Do we need to pack anything?
It's a stag do.
Yeah. It's Charlie on holiday.
And they go through, I think it's France and Germany, and then when they get to Germany, they just inexplicably massacre thousands of Jews.
They had no choice.
When in Rome. Anyway,
when anywhere where Jews are.
Where anywhere. When on earth. Slaughter Jews. Now, the First Crusade is the only, from the Christian perspective, successful one. In that they retake...
Fully successful, yeah.
Yeah. They retake Jerusalem in 1099. The Second Crusade we have skipped because
But you have big names. You have Raymond. You have Baldwin. You have Roger. These are the people who are taking back Jerusalem.
The uncles of Storm.
Baldwin becomes king of Jerusalem.
I know.
How uncles have fallen.
They have. The fall of the uncle. Uncles Roger, Baldwin and Raymond. You hear those names now, you think, call social services. Where are their aunts?
These are auntless uncles. They left the aunts at home.
Always be afraid of an auntless uncle. Nothing more dangerous. So the Second Crusade we are skipping because...
that's very boring.
That is boring.
I'm more of a First Crusade guy than Third Crusade, but we can both agree that
genuinely?
I think First Crusade as a narrative is more satisfying.
Really?
And it feels like it was actually stacked against the odds because the First Crusade, this is when when Europe are still thick, ugly dummies, and we basically managed to barrel their way through.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a cup run.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, I suppose it's Wigan winning the FA Cup, isn't
that's what it actually was. And the Third Crusade, you have good bits, but it doesn't have as neat a story. You don't end up with Baldwin on the throne.
I guess the Third Crusade is maybe Leicester winning the league, where it seems romantic, but actually there was quite a lot of money behind it. Yeah. And then the Fourth Crusade is when the guy fucking helicopters into the pitch. I don't know. Anyway, so the Second Crusade is 1147 to 1150. Yeah. This is when the Edessa falls to Muslim forces. King Louis VII of France, they try and conquer Damascus. They don't. But there are these Crusader states, which is what's now... Israel, parts of Syria.
In a way, is not Israel a current Crusader state?
Cook.
Wouldn't you say that could be a think piece?
Maybe.
In a way. But is it sort of as a Western outpost of the Middle East, right?
Well, there are people who say that the Crusades were the first imperialism.
Right, but interesting. That's just because that's because they're biased against white people.
Exactly, but also that came out in the 19th century when empire was fashionable. Yeah. The Crusader states are Christian states in the Middle East. Now, their survival depends on the fact that the Muslims are divided.
Sunni and Shia, and then lots of different little factions.
All that lot. And then, what is it?
Come here, Sunni, you little Shiite.
It's not...
This is our peace envoy for the Middle East.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's worth the
Tony
swing.
Blair is getting Charlie in as his spokesperson.
You're on the board of...
Come here, Sonny, you little Shiite. I guess we are all the same.
Are you... has Trump got you on the Gaza border peace?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come here, Sonny, you little Shiite. Yeah? That's going to work, is it? In a way, it's so ignorant and, sort of offensive to both that I think both of them would just be staring at you.
I guess we are just on a rock.
Yeah.
Maybe this doesn't mean much.
Well, we're not him. Are we? So, yeah, maybe we should just chill out.
Connect on their hatred of Charlie.
Yeah. So, anyway, yes, divided Muslims, but this changes with the rise of the first character in this story.
Caesar Saladin.
Muhammad Saladin.
Oh, sorry.
Caesar Saladin. Saladin. Now, lots of people. Dan Snowdrum, he pronounces Saladin.
Salad
Salad cream.
Yeah, Mohammed Salad.
Mohammed Salad cream. He.
He does. He is goated and based. To be fair to him, Saladin.
Goated and based.
But it's a silly name. Salad. It's hard to be
salad.
Yeah, it's hard to have a lot of aura if you're called salad.
Well, especially that's Australian slang for hair, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. Look at that salad you got there.
Interesting,
isn't it, Charlie?
Sorry.
What were you going to say?
Well, isn't it like being called Sir Jesus Din or Sabuduin?
What?
It's not it's not Allah.
No, it's salad.
Salad.
In.
Get the salad in.
Get the salad in.
Let's get some salad in.
Yeah.
Call the guy. Let's get the salad in.
Yeah. Bunch of vegans on night out. Get the salad in. Go on. I'll get the salad in.
3 bags.
Yeah. 3 bags of rocket. Yeah. Because we party clean. Yeah. We work hard, we party clean. Get the salad in. Get the salad in, lads. Go on.
That's a great motto. We work hard, we party clean.
Who's saying that? What absolute fucking nonsense are doing that? No, I party clean. Yeah? No, I'm not drinking.
No, I'm party fucking clean.
I'm party fucking clean.
Of fibre parties.
Hey, yeah, I don't hate that.
Well, I mean, we were talking before, I think I need a lot more fibre in my diet. I do believe this is the year of fibre. Last year was the year of protein. I think fiber's coming in.
I think this is the year of the water horse, isn't it? I don't think it's year of fibre. The Chinese year of fibre.
Yeah. But I do think...
I do think the protein thing will correct.
And we need some more fibre into the conversation.
We have been fetishising protein. I do agree with that.
And this is fibre in many ways.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I do think fibre parties, seeing as the state of Charlie's gut, what you were just talking about.
Sorry,
because Charlie's been on holiday for about 4 weeks and been eating like actual dog food.
Before we get to Charlie's gut, are you suggesting that in the way that we have like Grenade protein bars, we're going to have like poo bars?
I've got fibre powder, genuinely. So like because I've been gigging a bit more and sometimes it just fucks up your meal time.
You're partying clean, currently.
I'm partying clean. I'm working hard. I'm partying clean.
Snorting lines of fibre powder.
It is unbelievably disgusting.
Yeah.
Like it does actually, you trust it because it's so disgusting.
Well, hang on. So
it's like a white powder you just put in water at the end. If I've finished the end of the day and I'm like, fuck, I forgot to have any fibre. I've eaten like a dog. Then I will just chuck white powder. It literally looks like Coke
in a glass of water,
and it's just
like a Barocca, but for your bum.
But it tastes like
a bum rocker.
It tastes like flavourless cum.
What's the point? What's the point in flavourless cum?
So you're getting none of the notes.
What, unscented cum? I might as well drink water. What's the point of drinking flavourless cum?
It's got lots of fibre in it.
Right. Is cum fibrous, Charlie?
No. My fibre powder tastes like... I'm not saying anything about the fibre quantity of cum, but let's find out.
Is cum... Charlie is our cum correspondent. Semen is...
can feel fibrous, but that is a misnomer.
No. It's hyperviscous. Oh, no, it can...
That makes it harder for sperm to move, so they're just like...
Yeah. Well, that's good to know. So, but you're not making a fibre shake in the way that people hide whey protein, which is essentially animal feed, right? Okay. That's what they give to pigs. They hide that in like slushies with fruit juice.
Yeah.
It is insane.
Do you think that's all bollocks, the protein shake?
No, I have protein shakes.
Yeah, because they're nice.
Yeah, they are nice. But my point is it's quite funny when you actually tell someone that when they're ordering a £7 protein shake that what you're doing is you're putting pig feed and apple juice and some spinach in a blender.
Yeah, it's a really bad milkshake, but with the pig feed is what you think cancels it out. You know, the powdered pig feed.
Well, I'm just saying you're drinking pig feed, but as long as you're aware of that, that's fine.
Yeah. But I think what I should be doing is getting that fibre powder and putting it into a protein shake. Because at that point,
we just on liquid food.
Yeah.
You know, you're speaking this audience's language.
Exactly.
Anyway, you were saying that you've just eaten dog food for a week, Charlie.
Yeah, delicious. Beef tartare, amazing. Beef tartare, cigarettes and Aperol is what I've been
disgusted. My girlfriend Bibi was truly disgusted watching Charlie. We went away and Charlie had a whole floor to himself, thank God.
Yeah.
There was 2 bathrooms. There was 2 couples and Charlie. All 4 of us shared one bathroom.
Fifth wheel. Spare tyre in a car.
So remember, there was 4 of us sharing one bathroom. That worked perfectly.
2 couples sharing one bathroom.
Yeah. And then one man on his own floor with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom.
Okay. And where did the poo go out of those locations?
Well, let me finish. Yep. So after BB had been quite disgusted watching Charlie steak tartare on the mountain.
Is that raw?
And said it looked like pedigree chum, which he did. In the night, I think BB went up to the landing near Charlie's floor to get like a towel, and she heard furious flushing. And then, and I quote, "the worst smell I've ever smelt," right? And then, so she was like truly like kind of quite traumatized by the smell that was coming from the whole floor. And then the next night she had to go up again and the exact same thing was happening. And basically just every night he's running around, like after we've gone to bed, Charlie's rattling around, nearly always looking for toilet roll. He's kind of like, and just the worst smell. And we have no idea what he's doing up there. He's just fucking, what's fascinating about Charlie, now spending more time than I've ever spent with him, is that he'll involve the whole house whenever he's a shit. Like everyone gets to know about it.
Call a house meeting.
Like she said,
I think I was just eating all this dog food and it made me like... It really did.
I think probably her seeing you eat that and then smelling you later was quite a lot for her.
I was panicking up there.
Well, anyway, so the third crusade begins because Saladin, that's where we were. Now, who is Saladin? He is the sort of a Muslim unifier.
Yeah.
He's one of their great guys in history.
They got a lot of great generals that I think we don't really talk about, or they all blend into one.
But Saladin he's born in Tikrit, which is Saddam's birthplace. Yeah. Hello. Pouring out for Saddam. And Saladin basically, he consolidates power just as the Crusader start to sort of falter. So he's born in Tikrit 1138-ish. He's Sunni. He's from a Kurdish military family, and he first rises to prominence in Egypt, where his uncle, Dangerous, an auntless uncle, Shirkuh, he is leading military campaigns, and then this is the Fatimid Caliphate. Fatimid.
Yeah.
Mid Fatis.
Fat and mid.
Yeah, Christ, what a combo. They're ruling, and then Shirkuh, the uncle, he becomes the ruler of Egypt in 1169, but dies.
Yeah.
Supposedly from overeating at a banquet. Right. Quote, he consumed an excessive amount of rich meat and suffered a fatal digestive collapse.
Weird theme of this episode.
But for the grace of God go I. It's like I'm reading my own future.
Let he who has not had a heart attack at a banquet table first to throw chicken bone.
No, it's not a heart attack. It's a fatal digestive collapse.
So is that fecal vomiting?
I really hope it's not that.
But that's a digestive collapse, right?
Well, I don't know if it's a collapse.
When the shit says we're going to have to go back the other way.
Let's go through the sunroof. It's a C-section for your shit. No, it's not fecal vomiting, which I don't really want to get into.
Sure.
It's already quite a fibrous episode. Sure. But I imagine, collapse implies that your ass just falls out. And you die.
It's a batting collapse with his arse.
Batting collapse from the bum down. So then Saladin, his nephew, becomes the Prime Minister of Egypt, essentially. Prime Minister, I mean,
the visor.
Visor, I mean, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Anyway, over time, he starts to strengthen the divided Muslim states. I think does he conquer Syria as well, I think he's in charge of Egypt and Syria. And Baghdad. He abolishes the Fatimid Caliphate, the mid-Fatis, and restores Sunni allegiance. Get rid of them. Yeah. Anyway, there's a guy called Nur ad-Din, who he was in charge of everything, I think.
Right.
So Saladin is the sort of he controls Egypt's wealth and army, and then Nur ad-Din is maybe the big boss. I don't know. Anyway, relations grow tense. Nur ad-Din is about to assert direct control over Saladin and Egypt, but then he dies unexpectedly as well. Another fatal digestive collapse, we can but imagine, which must have been quite a common cause of death in the 12th century.
They didn't have a common understanding of fibre like we do. They didn't have fibre powder. That could have saved them.
We should place this. This is pre-fibre powder. So we are in...
Well, let's find out when the first fibre powder was then.
Yes, thank you, Charlie. When is the first fibre powder? When is the first sad end of the day?
1934.
Wow.
So that's okay. So it's before.
And what's
then.
It made on? Seed husks. So you're drinking
seed husk.
Seed husk.
Yeah.
So there are men out there who will live off pig feed and seed husks. And these are supposedly our role models.
These are alpha chads.
These are alpha chads.
Yeah, these have gained the system. They've broken out of the matrix.
Yes, the matrix of taste buds. I have this sort of argument every time I see my personal trainer. He's helping me, get piles or whatever.
Get up the stairs.
I get up the stairs. He's helping me crawl to the toilet. I am helping him stop eating cat food.
Oh, really? So
yes.
Is he listening to you?
No, he's not listening. But I'm not listening to him. I mean, it's too, no one's listening, really. I'm still at the bottom of the stairs, my trousers around my ankles, and he's at the top of the stairs eating cat food. So, we're not really listening to each other at the moment.
Yeah.
But no, he's like just tinned fish.
Yeah.
And just sort of slops some like sweet chili sauce on it.
Yeah.
And then
is he single?
I think so, yeah.
A young single man.
He's a young man.
A young single man, I think you are allowed to eat like that, because I think once you find someone, you're not allowed to eat like that anymore. So I think enjoy it while you can.
I guess it's suspicious to be young and single and to be like really cooking well. That's gay stuff, I think.
Gay stuff, but also like it's a little bit rapey.
Do you think? What do you think? It's a bit like American Psycho.
Like, so why are you getting so into?
Yeah.
It's like a guy's too into giving head. Do you know what I mean?
No, what, to other men?
No, to women.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean? Puts a bib on. Do you know what I mean?
Gets a lobster claw.
It's just a bit too...
Yeah.
Like, come on. There's something just
Why have you
weird.
brought a bucket with a shell?
A dipping sauce.
If it's a branded bib as well, if it's like one of those,
Yeah, his own brand.
Yeah.
Looking the pussy... Yeah, this is what a pussy eater looks like.
What's it called? Like when you have like a bucket of shellfish?
I think it's a bucket of shellfish. I don't know.
There's like a name for it.
Is there a special name?
A
crab bucket? I don't think it's this special word that you're looking for. I think
there is. There's a seafood boil, is what I mean. It comes in a big plastic bag.
And then it's like tomatoey sauce that you're sucking on
anyway.
It's like a Louisiana... No, yeah.
But we don't think salad cream had any of this stuff going on.
Yeah, Mohammed salad cream.
With Mohammed salad cream. Now, were Muslims, are they like Jamaicans? Are they eating pum? Or is that haram?
I think that's haram.
Is that haram?
I think, but then this stage of Muslims is quite different to what we have now, because this is when they're like kind of enlightened. This is kind of woke Muslims before it took a hard turn, because this is when they're the most sophisticated, enlightened people in the planet, and we're
what
big.
What are you saying
now? I don't think they have the best sense of humour in the world. They're not addicted to banter.
No,
that's one thing you can definitely say. Mm-hmm. And I don't mind saying that. And if you kill me, fair play.
Yep.
You have to admit that your favourite thing in the world is not having a laugh.
No.
That's fair. Not saying that's the most important thing, though.
No. But
you can't say that's your favourite thing.
No, telling people off for having a laugh, they like that. They like that a lot.
But this has been when I think they were having a bit more of a laugh.
But also in this...
Because they seem like very mature and cultured, and they're just like looking at the big stereotype of Europeans was that we fucking stank.
Yeah, we stank.
And spending a week with Charlie, I'm like, you're not wrong.
They think we stink, and also that we're fat, and that our bellies. They're like, look at their silly bellies.
Yeah, it's
we're
like
drinking
judging
beer.
Britain from just watching Fat Families or something like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Or walking down the high street.
Or walking down any high street town in the UK.
Any regional seaside town.
The West has fallen.
I feel like a 12th century Muslim watching the first Crusade come. Who the fuck are these people?
Mobility scooters.
Single crutch, fighting off seagulls for chips. Queuing out the side of the Pound Saver. It's bleak. Yeah. And I feel like, God, these people don't even wash their bottoms after a poo.
Yeah.
Filthy. So you're right, and that this is at this day and age, the 12th century, the Muslims are the sophisticated society, and the West is just an awful stag do. It's a massive toilet.
It really is.
Saladin takes control of Syria after Nur ad-Din unexpectedly dies. So by the early 1180s, Saladin has unified Egypt and much of Syria. But if we get to the geography of this, the Egypt and Syria, obviously they surround the Crusader states, what's now Israel and Lebanon and all that.
The key ones are on the coast because it opens up a trade route into Europe.
Yes. So, there you go. You've got Israel and Lebanon those were
those
probably
are the Crusader states mainly.
States.
You've got Acre, Antioch, that sort of stuff.
So Saladin has achieved a Muslim unification, a unified front.
Yeah.
That was part of the reason the First Crusade succeeded from the Christian perspective, is that the Muslims had been divided.
Yeah.
But now the Muslims have big salad cream.
Yeah.
They're ready. So Saladin starts to fight the Crusader states because he wants Jerusalem back. He starts to promote jihad. Loves jihad. And in this day and age, jihad, I guess, maybe makes more sense because it's a counter-crusade.
It's the Middle Ages.
It's the Middle Ages, yeah.
There's a lot of the criticism, maybe unfair, thrown at ISIS.
Yes.
Who have got a tough rub of the green in this country, I feel.
Yeah, no, there's good and bad stuff, but let's get into the bad first.
Is that they got medieval ideology, right? Which I guess is a fair comment. But when it's the Middle Ages, to have medieval ideology, it's sort of like par for the course.
Cutting edge. At this time, they were cutting it. They were ahead.
Because you hear jihad and you think that's bad, but you're like, that's just normal. That's completely normal.
No.
It is weird doing it in the age of the air fryer.
Yes, come on. Yeah, I think we've moved on.
We've moved on from jihad.
I'm not dressing up with chainmail with a big cross on my belly, air frying. I've let crusading go. Okay? I no longer a crusader.
Yeah, I feel like some people in the Muslim world, once again, don't want to cause any offense, are people who are were popular at school and have not let go.
Yeah.
They're still wearing all the kind of school attire. They've got all their trophies and pictures up. It's like, let it go.
Yeah, you're 30 now. Okay? There are new yardsticks.
Jihad is a young man's game.
It really is.
Come on.
But also, to be fair, devil's advocate, there are several people who I imagine listen to this show in their social media profile picture will have a Knights Templar.
Of course.
And,
well, someone's got to carry the fight.
Well, exactly.
Carry the flag.
If you start jihading, we'll start crusading.
And to be honest, they all look like crusaders did back in the day. So
they haven't evolved.
A long lineage.
No, yeah.
They stink, they're fat.
Big bellies.
And they're stupid.
They are, yes, yeah. So he promotes jihad, which again, for its time, way ahead of the curve. Yeah. It's like using AI now.
Yeah.
So he unifies Muslim territories. Now he's like, we're going to retake Jerusalem, which is what, the third holiest city in Islam.
Yes,
getting greedy at this point.
Yeah, because it's the most holy city in Christianity. So can't we just do a deal? You got Mecca and Medina.
Now, why aren't we going into Mecca as crusaders?
Yeah, and then that's actually our fourth most holy.
Yeah, well, it's not though, is it?
It's not.
Our fourth most holy is probably like Portsmouth.
I don't know if that's.
Well, what you've got Vatican.
You got it depends which sect, because you got you got we used to be Byzantium was the most holy, second Rome, but that's gone as they're taking that as well.
Yeah, bloody hell,
hell.
These days.
These bloody days.
Anyway, he wants to make Jerusalem-istan.
No Jerusalem.
Jerusalem-Medinistan. That's what they say when he conquers it. Like bloody hell. He brings in ultra low emission zone.
Yeah.
It goes down the toilet. Anyway,
Bethlehem, that's in Palestine.
I suppose Bethlehem, Vatican.
Yeah.
The Crusader states are positioned in between Saladin's territories. He wants to make Jerusalem-Medinistan. Then tensions begin to escalate because of provocations from a guy called Raynald of Chatillon.
Everyone hates.
Which is not Charlie. Calm down. You're Charlie of Chatillon.
So everybody hates Raynald would be the show.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Everybody hates Raynald. Now, he's a Crusader lord, and he develops a reputation among both the Muslim and Christian chroniclers of the age for extreme violence, opportunism, and disregard for truces.
It would be a better sitcom, I think.
Yeah.
Than Ray
It's also
Romano's.
quite funny how in the script it's extreme violence, opportunism, and disregard for truces, as if it gets worse every time. So, there's no greater sin than being opportunistic in my plan. So in 1160, he is captured by Muslim forces under Nur ad-Din and imprisoned for 15 years. Okay. Now then, he gets out and he marries some woman called Stephanie of Millie.
Does not sound...
One of the whitest names I've ever heard. Stephanie of Millie.
Of Emily of Hannah.
That's a ridiculous name. Amanda of Tilly. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, I get it. You've got a big sippy cup and you drink green juices without the pig feed because you don't want that. Because women don't like
women are scared of protein.
Women are scared of protein.
But I'm always trying to get BB to eat protein.
Yes, but she just wants chips.
They just want chips.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know what it is. They're yet to embrace the protein. Chips. Are they scared of how powerful they might become?
Chips for the hips are there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's for their childbearing hips. They want carbs for the hips.
Yeah.
Whereas men want protein for the thrust.
Yes.
Because we're ships and they're ports. I don't know. I don't know why they don't. I don't know why they eat
Auntless
chips.
uncle over here.
Yeah, really dangerous. Trying to explain sex to my nephew. We're ships. They're ports. We eat protein because we need to thrust, and they just eat chips because they just sit there and take it. Right? That's men and women. Anyway, go and play football. So everyone hates Raynald. He is repeatedly attacking Muslim caravans. Now that is not gypsy Muslims.
That's what I had in my notes.
No, it's like. It's what is it? Just camels and shit.
Yes.
I don't know, like a wagon.
Right.
But 12th century.
So it's not, I'll fight your mother.
Not that. I'll blow up your mother. No, it's not that. Now, there have been truces between Jerusalem and Saladin. Okay. So this guy Raynald is sort of flagrantly disregarding those. He reportedly seizes a caravan that may have included relatives of Saladin.
Well, they're gypsies. They're relatives that are all over the place. They've got a million relatives.
You can't seize. It's like seizing John Fury's caravan. Tyson's going to come after you. Right? So Saladin demands restitution under the terms of an existing truce, and Raynald refuses, which then starts these Red Sea raids. That is not what I call having sex on my wife's period. In 1182, Raynald launches naval raids into the Red Sea, which is obviously between Egypt and Jordan, or what's that bit? Is that the?
Because there's the Strait of Hormuz,
Saudi Arabia.
It's the other side of it, so it'd be.
I'm all across what's happening in the Strait of Hormuz.
Of course,
you have to stay abreast of events.
You have to,
as a man.
Surely.
It's a great way of ignoring domestic responsibility when war kicks off.
Yeah, because you're like, there's bigger fish to fry.
Can you do the washing up? I'm staying abreast of events. Someone needs to monitor the situation in the Strait of Hormuz.
Of course.
I know the kids are screaming, but what if the mine hunters don't work? Anyway,
is this a chance for us to become historical players? That's what I'm thinking.
You just need to be aware of what's going on as a man, just in case.
Yeah.
Now, Raynald launches naval raids into the Red Sea. His forces threaten the routes that lead towards Mecca and Medina. Those must be the two most important cities.
It's interesting that they rank the holiness of the cities. I feel like...
Tier list.
Yeah,
God
it's
tier
weird.
Mecca.
Yeah, it's like a Jackmate tier list.
Yeah. It'd be funny to see YouTubers. Right, let's rank Muslim holy cities, and then they get it wrong, and then they get beheaded. That would be funny, actually. That would be very funny. Yeah. If Jackmate and Stevie had just run out of things to rank and started ranking religious cities and accidentally didn't put Mecca first.
You'd go out in a fury, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a timeout list, most holy Muslim cities.
Yeah, top draw. Top draw. Best city in the world, Mecca. Yeah, okay. It's Mecca every time.
It's Mecca every time.
Though,
as I've said many times, I do genuinely have a lot of FOMO for not being able to go on Hajj.
You can go on Hajj, can't you?
No, I can't. You have to be Muslim.
Do you have to be Muslim?
Yeah, that's like one of the main things.
Well, that's racist.
That is racist. But like, as soon as now you know you're not allowed to go, part of me's like, well, I'm fucking...
You can't go Hajj if you're Muslim.
Yeah, you have to be.
And how do you prove...
You're not allowed in Mecca unless you're Muslim.
How do you prove you're Muslim?
I don't know.
Do you just slap the gear on?
I guess you could.
Salam alaikum.
Get the salad in.
Get the salad in. I could walk up to the gates of Mecca with a bag of salad. Here we go, mate.
There we go. Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah. I party clean like you lot.
Yeah, I don't actually know.
They do party clean, to be fair.
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
They really do. I don't know if anyone's just done it for a laugh.
Hajj.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty serious place, I think.
But how do you get into... Yeah, obviously there's 5 pillars.
Have you seen like how much they built around it? It used to be nothing.
Yeah, we've talked about this. But 5 pillars is not like brownie badges, right? You don't get a badge every time you do a pillar. It's a constant thing. So how do I get in? So you have to register... So you have to get a visa to go Hajj.
Right, yeah.
You have to create an account, provide a photo.
So you couldn't do a stag do to Hajj?
Probably, yeah. Well...
Unless you all convert to Islam.
Is that a Muslim stag do, though? Going Muslim Hajj do?
Let's go Hajj.
Anyway, the tensions are escalating in the region. When are they not? Yeah. Saladin is calling for jihad, okay? We need to get into the Battle of Hattin.
You're right.
Not the Battle of Hatton Garden.
Right.
In 1187, after another caravan raid, Saladin declares a full campaign against the Crusaders. It's jihad, okay?
And it's jihad!
And it's live! Super Jihad Sunday.
Yeah.
So Saladin lures the Crusader army into... Now, this is where his great military strength is.
The luring.
The luring, right?
Right.
Because...
he leaves a leg out with it scantily clad.
Definitely. Leaving a leg out, looking for the foul.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you're not meant to do is we'll see this with Richard the Lionheart, is that you're not meant to fall into the trap of just running like Benny Hill after some boobs and forgetting that you need to drink water because it's very hot out there.
Yes.
So in 1187, Saladin lures the Crusader army into the arid terrain near Hattin, which is, I think that's a dormant volcano in what's now Israel. So the Crusader leadership makes the strategic mistake of marching across the dry ground without any water. It's women going to bed without their big sippy cup. Right.
Dangerous.
My wife just got like 6 cups of not drunk water just on the bedside table.
Yeah,
she always just goes to bed with a fucking pint of water and then just doesn't
never drinks it.
No.
Because it's too painful.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have fruit juice in it.
It's not chips. So Saladin, they surround the Crusader forces, they cut them off from their water, and then set fire to dry bush to increase smoke and heat, and the Crusader army was completely destroyed within like 2 days. And I can't believe I'm going to read this out, the true cross, i.e. the cross that Jesus was crucified on, which they've got with them, that's careless. Why are you taking it with you?
Because they fucking love relics at this point.
I know. Do you want to explain what a relic is?
Yeah, so the Christians, this is before the split with Catholics and Protestants, so everyone's kind of Catholic.
Yeah.
Right?
Terrifying.
So everyone loves tat.
Yeah.
It's all a gift shop at the moment.
They're falling for every fridge magnet they can fucking find. Yeah.
But so it's very important, like holy relics. And to be honest, if Muslims rank cities, Christians rank relics. They're doing tier lists. But apparently this is the true cross. But surely nearly every single one is bollocks, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
So what's the legitimacy of the true cross being the cross that he died on?
It was captured in 1187, subsequently lost. Numerous small
fragments. It was discovered in 326 AD, so it was discovered 326 years after Jesus died.
Yeah.
How likely is it that the true cross is the one that Jesus was crucified on?
It's highly unlikely that any single piece of the true cross relics are authentic wood used in the crucifixion of Jesus Christ.
But it fires people up. The relic throughout the Crusades saying something, oh, this is Jesus' sandal.
They go mad.
People go berserk.
So thick at this point, aren't we? So thick. Anyway, the Saladin, they take the true cross or just a bit of wood.
Yeah.
Raynald is captured. But then Saladin kills Raynald himself, and he frames it as punishment for oath breaking.
Because Saladin has like a chivalric...
Yeah, he's a big mercy guy.
Yeah.
So after Hattin, more Crusader strongholds fall very quickly, and Jerusalem falls to Saladin in October 1187. Jerusalem in the stand. ULEZ cameras are installed. The Christians turn their backs.
Yeah.
When Sadiq got elected. But
LBC's popping off.
LBC is popping off.
Well, it'd be like JBC, wouldn't it?
No, it'd be LJC.
LJC.
Leading Jerusalem's conversation. They've got Majid Nawaz on there, and people are ringing in angry. Now, but instead of enacting vengeance for the 1099 massacre, because when the Christians conquered Jerusalem in the First Crusade, they killed fucking everyone.
Yeah.
Right? But he, Merciful Muslim, allows the residents to purchase their freedom, facilitates safe passage, and permits some Eastern Christians to remain.
So he's a performative male.
Yes, he's yeah.
It's a little bit like, all right, mate.
He's a Christian ally.
Yeah, we get it.
All right, mate. All right. This is what a fucking feminist looks like.
Yeah.
Saladin. I don't think he was a feminist. I don't know much about him, but
yeah. You can take that stab in the dark.
Once Jerusalem falls, Pope Gregory VIII, we're into the Gregories. There are so many Gregs.
Yeah. Greg sends Raynald.
It's funny how the word Greg, I think there's never been a more perfectly named character in any show than Greg in Succession. Yeah. I think his character entirely sums up the personality of anyone called Greg.
Greg.
Yeah.
The great noble Greg.
The great Greg. Okay. But the term Greg... It's not a papal name.
No, Greg.
It's
Greg the Seventh.
Greg the Seventh. Greg the Seventh. Greg the Eighth.
I mean, I guess Gregory. There's a little bit more there, but he is still his mates are still calling him Greg.
Yeah. So Gregory, Greg. This is not urban. We've gone from black to white at this point. We've gone, hey man, shit, I want to hear
jeez, my taxes.
Oh no, Jerusalem's that's what Greg sounds like. So Greg calls for a new crusade, and the rulers who respond are Philip II of France Emperor Frederick I Barbarossa. I did him at uni. Very excited.
Good stuff.
Well, yeah.
I don't really know much about him.
Well, why do you
Long
think?
Road to Hitler.
Why do you think Hitler names that operation after him?
Oh wow!
Because he is Hitler's hero. My enemy's enemy is my friend, or my friend's friend is also my friend. We're all mates. Anyway. And then Richard the Lionheart.
Yeah.
Let's get to now. Richard the Lionheart is
Dicky the Lion.
Dicky Lion, Dicky Bird. He is probably England's greatest warrior king, and is
maybe Henry V, but it's between the two.
But Henry V is operating after Richard the Lionheart, who sets the tone. Right. Really, he's the one that everyone wants to emulate.
Stanley Matthews.
Is he the start of? Is he the reason we've got lions in our flag?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
The England badge is because of the Lionheart.
The England badge is Richard the Lionheart's
and he was a Frenchman, so it is a bit.
I know.
Who even are we?
Who are we? I mean, you don't get lions in England, do you?
No.
These days.
So
Richard the Lionheart, 1157 to 1199. Those are his dates. He's King of England from 1189 to 1199, and he barely spends any time here. He's actually he's sort of a distant dad.
He's
really.
an absentee, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's a dad you respect for being absent.
He's James Bond if he's your dad.
Do you know what I mean? There's sometimes an absent dad, it's like, yeah, he's got better things to do.
Yeah.
A dad is always there. Get out the house. You should be doing something.
Why are you cooking so much? You pedo or something?
No, I meant just a really hands-on dad. Go out and make some fucking money.
Yeah, don't.
We're in a shit house.
Oh,
Stop playing with me and make some fucking money.
Shared paternity leave. Creepy. It's creepy. Oh, I'm taking shared paternity. Why?
Get out the house, Dad.
Use your male privilege. If you don't use it, we'll lose it. I never understand why people don't use their privilege.
You got her.
If you're white, enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
People don't have it.
Is there no bigger crime than not enjoying it?
I think it's the worst thing you can do. Enjoy your white privilege.
We've paid for the holiday. We're here. Let's not have an argument.
No, let's just enjoy it, okay? It won't last forever. Richard the Lionheart is a dad who barely sees his kids, but his kids are like, well, he was a great man.
I respect him.
And
That's the dream.
I respect the void where he should have been.
That is the dream.
Yeah.
And also, to be honest, Richard the Lionheart, he's solely aura farming.
Yes.
Right? And I do believe a huge part of aura farming is not being present.
And do you want to just explain, because you start saying this a lot, and there are people like my age who listen to this who won't know what aura farming is.
Well, aura is sort of your charisma, it's your sort of power, your energy, your mystique.
Yes, and this is all because your generation can only think of.
He's Jim Skin. Jim Skin is Richard the Lionheart.
Yes, but your generation can only think of personality traits in terms of computer games.
Yeah.
So you can't just be like charismatic. You have to have like 100 aura.
Yes.
And you have to. I've got a new shield.
100%.
100 defense. You know.
But I do feel a huge part of recharging your aura is just not being somewhere, right? So, like, if you don't see your friends,
I don't go to parties.
You've got aura because of it.
Yeah.
But if you went to those parties,
people
you'd be like,
lose their
bloody
shit.
Hell, he's racist.
People lose their shit when they see me in public, and it's pathetic.
Yeah.
It is pathetic.
Because you've been carefully recharging your aura.
Yeah.
But if you're out all the time, you're losing aura.
I'd say it's social battery. It's not aura. So I can't be asked. I want to stay in the house and watch telly.
That's a byproduct then.
Right.
Because I often feel like if I don't see friends for a while, my mystique starts building up. But if I see them too much, suddenly it's like
you again.
Fucking hell.
Well, it's like a dad.
You embarrassed yourself.
Yeah, it's a dad who's looking after his kids.
Yeah,
what are you
meet
doing?
tonight.
What are you doing?
Fuck. Aura points just shedding off me.
Yeah, depleted.
So that's why Richard the Lionheart, huge aura, never there. But if he was there all the time, it'd be like, oh.
There's a statue of him outside the House of Parliament, holding a sword. He was there for about a week.
Yeah.
And he said that he said that he would happily sell London if he could find a buyer.
Yeah, and he didn't even speak English, so he said that in French.
Blacking hell. What?
We were talking on holiday about why English people are so fuck ugly. Why we're quite ugly people.
Yeah.
Right? Why are we so ugly?
Right.
Well, there's a great theory that it's
why am I ugly?
Why am I ugly?
Why am I ugly?
The more times you are invaded, the more you're as a people, the more fitter the women, because the gene pool is getting stronger and more mixed, right?
My mum's my dad.
What?
My mum is my dad. As in that there's loads of inbreeding, right?
No, it's the opposite of that. As in, the more times you're invaded, the less inbreeding there is.
My mum's my dad, though, would be a hermaphrodite fucking themselves and then giving birth.
It's a trans person wanking. This is why, am I ugly? And then there's just a sort of, there's a trans woman on a stream jacking it.
Putting her cock in her ass.
Yeah. Yeah, like a petrol pump. Yeah. Anyway.
So it's about the gene pool.
Yeah, so...
I guess what's weird is that you just jump across the North Sea and you've got beautiful people just there.
Yeah.
And they also look uncannily like us, just not ugly.
We have not been invaded since 1066. There was Andrew Maxwell, the comedian, had a great joke about this where he said, Lebanon, the Middle East, the Iranian, they're so good looking because they're constantly being invaded by the Mediterranean from the east as well. The Shetland Islands have not been invaded anywhere near enough.
So you don't refresh it?
No.
Can we get some more girls in here?
Exactly. You need to refresh the gene pool.
So is the UK sort of like, it's like 2 a.m. at a club, but everyone attracted's gone home with someone?
Yeah.
It's the dregs.
Exactly.
So that's the UK.
Yeah.
The lights are coming on, you're like, fuck it, it's going to have to be one of you.
You have to fuck that bloke in a leather vest. He's got a terrier by his feet. I mean, is he coming? But this is the same with all of the UK now. Is that we were the top, and then everything changed, and we just slowly declined.
But were we fit back in the day ever?
Well, I guess we're raided by Vikings, aren't we? So maybe there's a time where, but then it stops.
Yeah.
There's just no,
So it's an island,
and it's a positive argument for immigration.
Yeah,
because people would say that we're being invaded nowadays.
100%. We've got a lot fitter due to immigration.
Well, yes, but also...
I mean, we can be more selective sometimes.
I do think that the areas that are the most anti-immigrant and the most sort of separatist are also the ugliest.
For sure.
And that's not a...
It's a confusing thing, because surely they should be wanting to be,
I think help yourselves out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think... I think like mixed race people are normally significantly more beautiful.
You look at like someone like Dua Lipa, right? So probably one of the most attractive British people at the moment. She's Albanian. There's a mix there.
Yes,
it's not
and
just
it's because
purebred.
of the Yugoslavian genocide that we got that. Okay,
Yeah.
So when there's war and they use what's called gynocide, which is rape as a tool of war. Okay, it's a bit ugly to stomach, but I did my dissertation on parts of this. As difficult as it is to digest, it does lead to Dua Lipa.
But my problem is the Troubles, a similar sort of tense period.
No.
That didn't lead to any fit immigrants.
No, because the Troubles is British and
Do you
Irish
want to see
people.
me naked?
Yeah, no. There's no Dua Lipa. There's none of that, right? The problem is that the Yugoslavia, you've got the Eastern Mediterranean, you've got Bosnian Muslims, you've got Croats, you've got sort of basically Hungarians,
strong Serbs,
but you basically got Italians and you've got Turks. So that's already quite fit.
This is Ireland's a corner. Yeah. There's nowhere for it to. There's
there's
nothing coming in
out there. It's the sea or it's us. Right. So come on, Richard. Now, who the fuck's Richard the Lionheart then? This stuff's all quite. I find this quite. This is
chewy.
This is fibre powder without the water. I find this bit. So he's born into the Plantagenet power block.
Yeah, but these are quite an impressive family, though.
Ladies, pack some spare knickers. We're getting into the Plantagenet power block.
I think you say that.
You get in. I don't know. You take us through this. I don't know what this stuff is.
This is chick history.
That's why
it's. The women in this period are as interesting as the men. It's like fucking keeping up with the Plantagenets.
Yes,
I
know.
It's sort of like Real Housewives.
Yes, and
I actually don't find it interesting because it's too chick history.
I take pride in not knowing what any of those shows are called.
Yeah.
There's very little ways nowadays in which men can express themselves traditionally in a masculine way because manufacturing's gone. When I come through the house and I see her watching some tripe on TV and I go, oh, bloody hell, what's this? I feel like I'm mining.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I'm flexing.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm like, I'm a man, and as part of being a man is I don't know what the big bottom women are called.
So do you think if you maybe felt emasculated by your wife, she would maybe out of a kindness put some tripe on just for you to say, bloody hell, turn that off.
Yeah.
And maybe later.
What's this nonsense? You watching this again?
And then maybe later in bed you'd be like, thanks
for that. Yeah.
I really.
Yeah.
You really made me feel
I was
powerful.
going through a hard time. Well, that would be a therapist, were I ever to have one, would suggest that as a coping mechanism.
Yes.
But I'm going downhill as a person, as a bloke, if I ever start referencing characters from any of those shows.
Yeah.
the shiny shows, where to me it's just a montage of people opening fridges and getting out bottles of water.
Well, that's sort of what this is.
Yes, I know, which is why I deliberately skipped this part of the script.
But okay, so it's been pretty. It only was like what 100 years ago that 1066 happened, so it's still a relatively new kind of blend of Norman English nobility, right? Yeah. And because of that, it's like all nobles and aristocracy in England speak French. There's huge connections to the French lands, and because of a marriage alliance between Richard's dad, Henry II, and Eleanor of Aquitaine, they've made the Angevin Empire. Do you know about the Angevin Empire?
Yeah, it's like that, isn't it?
It's
right.
it's like
which
people forget about.
Pyrenees, basically.
It's basically England and France are one empire.
It's disgusting. Awful.
So it's an arsenal toilet comes together.
Don't sleep in your toilet. Don't marry your toilet. Sounds like one of your poems, Charlie. Don't marry your toilet. Okay. Anyway,
and then basically, they're a very high achieving family with they're literate, they're cultured, they're good at jousting, sports, and they're very competitive. And basically, because Henry II keeps playing it like Logan Roy in Succession, battling them out with each other, it leads to this like tense tension because he keeps promising them lands and then not giving them the actual power to use it.
Right.
So they rise up against him. He puts it down, and it eventually ends with Richard the Lionheart being picked, partly because Philip II, who's the King of France, wanted him to be the king. Okay,
so at some point, Richard the Lionheart turns against his dad, right? Yeah. So he's the like protector of France or something. Yeah. He's got a secondary role.
Yeah.
So 1173. Yeah. Richard and Geoffrey join with their elder Jeff and Richard join their elder brother, who is Louis.
Yeah, and remember, Eleanor of Aquitaine, Henry II's wife, organised this as well. So his wife has organised the kids.
Scheming snake.
Yeah. And Henry puts the rebellion down.
Yeah.
Puts the kids down and forgives his sons, but doesn't forgive his wife.
Yes, no.
Locks her away, throws away the key.
Well, she was scheming.
She is scheming.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that. But it seems like everyone was at it. It really is just very like, those cutaways and Keeping Up with the Kardashians,
Yeah, where they talk to camera about how the other one.
And that's when I just felt completely put out.
And it's all about fucking who got into a limo first on the way to a charity function because they've got too much money and they've got no purpose in life other than just drinking sippy drinks.
This could be your Subway take.
Oh, really? My Subway take. Blah, blah, blah. The rebellion fails. Young Henry dies of dysentery. People, it's the Middle Ages.
Yep. It's actually quite hard to have a noble end. Even people who are always at war, they seem to always dying pretty...
Pooing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to have a dignified...
But, it's like how nowadays childbirth is not as dangerous as it was, 100 years ago, right? Yeah. And so died in childbirth is very, very rare, thankfully. In a similar way, when you go on the toilet in the medieval age...
Dying on the toilet.
So
Elvis was a real throwback.
Elvis had a medieval death. Died on the toilet. Face full of burgers. What a way to go. Right. But, every time you go to the toilet, you're thinking, could this be it?
Yeah.
And Charlie, you strike me as someone who would die.
It smelled like he died on the toilet.
A fatal digestive collapse. I can imagine reading in your obituary.
I really don't. I don't want to die on the toilet.
No, but I think you'd die in the shower. But you should have been on the toilet.
It's when you strain, though. It's like if I had a heart. It's also how humiliating because you'd be like face down on the floor with your bum in the air.
Yeah. You'd be like call to prayer. You'd be like praying.
You might still be
like Muslim praying, but your bum's out.
Because also you poo when you die, right? So you just be kind of continuously pooing.
No, you don't poo when you die.
Do you not?
No,
I think you do.
If you shoot yourself, you don't also poo.
You sure about that?
I think you might poo when you die.
I don't think you poo when you die.
Out.
Yes, it is common to poo, pee, or pass gas when you die or shortly after.
Yeah, you can fart. I mean, you don't. I don't
want to be found face down on tiles farting.
You don't poo as you die, like it's a button that you press.
But it's like there's a release, right?
Sometimes, but also, there's a. It depends if you've got poo in there, right? If you've just gone for a poo.
You got poo in there.
Well.
When have you never ever not had poo in there?
What are you saying?
I don't think
it would also be a metaphor. If you died on the toilet and you were continued to poo, it'd be like, well, he never finished what he started.
Poet.
And that's really a fitting testament to his whole life.
Yeah.
So I don't want to die like
that. Don't judge me until the last bit of poo's come out, and then you remember me for that. That's my legacy, is the last bit of poo I do as I die. No, but it's not. It may be common to poo after you die, but it's not like it happens every time.
I'll be pooing after I die.
Well, yes. It's hard to imagine someone so vital on the toilet not pooing even in death.
I'm vital.
Hey, when you're in the bathroom, clearly you were scurrying around like a rat your whole holiday. His poor girlfriend thought she was being attacked by crabs.
She said it was like a wall.
Sorry?
She said it was like
a wall of smell.
A wall of smell.
The worst thing she'd ever smelled.
Yeah.
But I think the funniest part is just the furious flushing. Just hit.
Panicking.
She heard it
I'm
and then
panicking. I can't go get help.
You're Freddy getting the flush.
And when you can't see him, you can just
hear there's no sadder sound actually than like a flush where the water it's gone too fast and it's just come on. Yeah. But you've got your own. I don't know why the panic because you've got your own
floor
toilet
and he's made use of it.
Yeah, but someone's gonna have to come help me if like I break it.
Right.
Yeah, he'd also you'd gone for like a little nap, and then Andrew and his girlfriend come up to check on you, and you got very embarrassed, didn't you?
I went so red because I had just
he'd been fighting in there for about 3 hours,
and then she came up and looked. I could see in her face that she knew, and she knew that I knew.
She never went up again.
She never went up again. And apparently Andrew didn't even say anything because I looked so vulnerable and like scared. He thought I just had a nap, but I'd just been like
You'd gone to just sort of fart in the room.
Yeah, alone.
Right.
Which is a better way of doing
it. No, it is. No, I agree. Yeah.
I'm trying.
But just like, let's check on... oh, no. Oh.
It sort of feels like you and Andrew went on a couple's holiday with like a sort of dying dog.
It was.
Who kept making these awful smells and then sort of taking himself away, thinking he was going to die.
It's like how dogs take themselves off to die.
Yeah, it certainly is a great lesson in what a man unchecked, how the difference in the way you act.
You're 30 now, Charlie. You're 30.
I know. I was talking about that.
I mean, like my parents had me.
Trying to meet a woman, but it's like smash that flush button.
I mean, my parents had me when they were 30. I had my daughter when I was 30.
Really?
Yeah, and you're panic flushing on the top floor of a chalet. I do wonder.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
Things are starting to slip, honestly.
Starting to slip. You
man cannot go unchecked.
You Kobe Bryant your poo from the shower for 3 years, and things are only now starting to slip.
I was up then.
Yeah, you're up there with the 3 points record for the amount of shit you threw in your loo.
You just hear a buzzer. Right, look, we've been going a long time.
Come on.
Let's
land this plane.
Right, we need to land this plane, and in the Christian sense, not in the Muslim one.
Yeah, the traditional
way.
Runway.
Call me a traditionalist. Call me old-fashioned. I'd like the plane to land on a runway. In November 1188, Richard takes a decisive step. Okay, he performs homage to Philip II of France. We'll get into what that might mean in the next episode. This means it's openly defying his father, Henry II.
Yep.
And so Philip and Richard, they then campaign in Western France. Henry II's support starts to erode. Nobles are defecting to Richard. Yep. He's ill, Henry II, and then he's basically gives up the... No, he doesn't. Then he just dies suddenly.
Yeah.
He's coronated in Westminster Abbey, 3rd of September 1189, and the coronation celebrations are marred by anti-Jewish violence in London.
Which feels a little bit like... Now, where did you get... How did you make that link?
Talk me through that leap you just took there. Oh, we've got a new king! Charge! But in medieval England, everything Jewish people owned was the property of the king.
Right.
And many were money lenders because Christians are restricted from lending money and making interest off it. So the king can tax them heavily, which gives them an incentive to protect them. So maybe they think that...
In that little interim period that...
as the crown goes from one to the other.
But is it like in the Middle Ages were Jews like swans, where they're like owned by the crown?
What, the queen could eat them?
Yeah, well, the queen owns all the swans, right? Technically,
yes. Or the king now.
The king.
So we'll have kings for a while, it seems.
Yeah.
So that's safe no matter what.
That's good.
Whatever happens.
Because the queens just don't die; they just stay forever. Kings die.
My grandma, yeah, just fucking granite. So anyway, supposedly some prominent Jews come to Westminster to present gifts to the new king, which is an established custom, but they get turned away by royal officials, and then violence breaks out almost immediately. And then rumours spread in London that the king had ordered Jews to be attacked.
Now I wonder who started those rumours.
Well, it doesn't take much, I suppose, and so there's a big riot, and
Rioters destroyed London's Jewry. Now the Jewry, we've been through this. That's not the Jewish people of London. That's a place called the Jewry, which I don't think you could call it that now.
Oh, what? That's
you wouldn't call Golders Green the Jewry, would you?
Not now,
No.
but that's where the name the Jewry comes from.
Seemingly,
Yeah,
So what part of London was the Jewry in the 1100s, please?
the Jewish district. What's the Jewish district in the 1100s?
Because there's a lot of East End Jews in the 1800s setting up bakeries.
Guildhall,
Cheapside. Right.
Well, I mean, come on. Come on.
They're not going to be on it. They're not going to go on an overpriced side.
Do yourself a favour, lads. You're living in Cheapside.
Where do you want to live? I like the sound of this Cheapside.
I don't want to live in Rip-Off Hall. I want to live in Cheapside. Yeah. Anyway, so
poor Jews. They just get it.
They get it.
We're talking about fucking.
They're not even part of this fight.
Yeah, they just get.
It's Christians versus Muslims, and then both unite to dick on the Jews, and then go back at it.
Historically, Jews are addicted to catching strays.
Yeah.
They're just addicted to it.
But then the problem is that if you make your personality, I'm the guy that catches strays, there's red rags to a bull.
Right. So that they need to stop. There's a branding that needs to change.
Stop wearing. Like, what are you wearing? Stop wearing it.
Take the hat off.
Right. He supposedly suppresses the widespread anti-Jewish hostility. Blah, blah, blah. He quite quickly becomes prioritised on raising funds for a third crusade. He sells offices. He monetizes his legal power. He pushes revenue extraction hard. He tries to sell London.
For war.
He's just selling it off. It's a fire sale. It's Thatcher in the 80s.
The Qataris are coming in.
Get rid of it. Give it to the Russians. I don't care. Now, his brother John, who's a bit of a cunt, he sort of... Now, that will be a whole little power play that we won't get into now. So he banishes John into exile for 3 years.
But the mythic tale of Robin Hood, the whole story is that the great noble king is away in the Crusades, and his cunt brother is running it.
Which we're going to we're doing the Patreon on Robin Hood this week. Anyway, in the month of July 1190, King Richard the Lionheart sets off. He's not the Lionheart yet. King Richard, probably got a dicky heart because the amount of meat he's eating. He's not eating fibre. He sets off for the Crusades from Portsmouth, the fourth holiest city in the Christian world. In our next episode, we will deal with the showdown between Salad Cream and Richard from Portsmouth. That episode's already on the Patreon, where for £3 a month you get instant access to series, you get bonus episodes, you get exclusive merch. We are nearly at 30,000 people.
Mental.
We are genuinely now bigger than Hamas.
Come here, sonny.
What's Hamas membership?
It's down to 20,000.
Wow.
And we are also similarly being prescribed as a terrorist organisation. So many of these
similar
people,
views on women,
similar amount of swords in their houses, I imagine. Sign up to the Patreon.
I mean, it's the People's Crusade.
Yeah, no, it is.
Please join. Yeah. We're going to do an early bird stag do to the Middle East.
So
sort it all out.
That's on the Patreon already. And if not, we'll see you on Thursday for the epic battles between Richard the Lionheart and
It's Jihad
alive. See you next time. Goodbye.